Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to the top 10 hilarious in-betweeners moments. Now, just to preface this video, I react to full episodes of the In-Betweeners on my Patreon. It is the first link in the description if you want to join that. I can't react to them on YouTube because they get automatically blocked. However, I'm hoping this video doesn't get blocked because it should just include little clips. But this will be very nostalgic for me because I only have 2 episodes left of the 3rd season to watch. So this will look back on kind of how far I've come in my In-Betweeners journey. And let's be honest, it's just a hilarious show. There's literally some episodes that I've rewatched on my own time because there's just so much going on that you need to digest it on your own. It's so funny. But anyways, if you guys are new here, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and let's get right into this. Oh man.
I bet her body's still...
By the way, Neil is probably one of my favorite characters. He's just so funny.
I bet her body's still pretty fit.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest in-betweener moments.
Oh
my god, I'm sorry. Feisty one you are!
Why are you talking like that?
It was Yoda?
Before we begin, we publish new
my
content
God.
every day. Video In-Betweeners series. Latest, we're going to be looking at the most hilarious scenes from throughout the In-Betweeners series. Let us know in the comments which one you still quote today. Number 9.
I remember that. That's when I thought he was kind of crazy for that.
Eats something. Simon's trying to impress a girl and drags the other boys with him to the gig of a band
They got
he's never heard
so
of
high.
and doesn't particularly care about.
I haven't scored any gear yet because where am I supposed to get it from? My mate's in Afghanistan, I can't help that. And there's no one here dealing.
What about him?
He also tells her he knows where to buy the goods, which means Jay, who pretends he can get some, has to follow through on one of his lofty claims for once.
Sort me out, geezer.
What?
Please sort me out, geezer.
Long story short, they get what they're looking for, but Will's extremely concerned about the effects of drug use. However, in an effort to prove himself, Will goes too far in the other direction and eats everything they've just bought.
Give it here then.
He then convinces himself that he's off his head and has to have his mum and some paramedics called.
Oh
I
my
need you to call me an
god.
ambulance, or failing that, my mummy.
Number 8, Under 18's Disco.
He said, I remember Will was like, my arms are moving and I can't control it. Oh, and also, the narrator didn't mention this, but when they went to get drugs, the guy was like, are you coming up to me because I'm black? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's probably because...
Number 8, Under 18's Disco.
He's touchy.
Yeah, it's probably because he's such a short ass.
Simon ends up getting involved with a group of kids, first by accidentally insulting a violent 12-year-old boy, and then by receiving a Valentine's Day card from a younger girl. Things come to a head when the boys attend an Under 18's disco, all because Charlotte will be working there serving drinks.
Charlotte actually asked me here, so there's a chance, admittedly a very slim chance, that she wants to pull me.
Or maybe she needs a mechanic to service her car. Good one.
Simon has a romantic liaison with his Valentine right there on the dance floor, before getting knocked over and attacked by the kid, who spent the whole episode bragging about how they're gonna fight.
Pull me shorts now! Yeah!
Will humiliates himself in front of Charlotte once again, and the group have to hide in the toilets until Will's mum comes to the rescue.
This is tragic. You've called your mum. Your mum is coming to rescue us from the toilet of an under 18 disco because we're being bullied by 12-year-olds. Oh, no one must ever know about this.
Number 7, Simon is sick. The boys decide to skive school for the day, which involves them getting as drunk as possible on whatever they can find, including mixing it all up in a grim cocktail and carrying it around with them.
Maybe I do love Carly. She's gorgeous, she's smart, she's amazing. Probably worth mentioning to her then, mate.
While drunk, they convince Simon that he should declare his love for Carly by graffitiing her driveway. Despite this seeming like a bad idea, it works, and he gets invited over that evening.
I think writing her surname is particularly important. I mean, it is her drive, but you wouldn't want there to be any Carly-based confusion.
Unfortunately, he doesn't lay off the booze and is in an even worse state that night. So much so that he gets himself kicked out when he vomits on Carly's little brother's face.
So have you got any Nurofen? It's just like...
Oh,
It's a
God.
wonder she ever talked to him again. Number 6, Catwalk.
And funny enough, oh, I just watched this episode like two episodes ago. Yeah, I was about to say that was in like the first season, and he's still chasing her. And then he walks out, and his bullock is hanging out.
Another Simon and Carly moment. She asks him to be one of the models in a charity fashion show she's been organising at the school.
Can you give me a hand, Neil? Nah, you're alright.
However, things don't go as planned. For the show's closing moment, Simon and Carly go out in some bold costumes designed to be sexy. But Simon has quite a catastrophic wardrobe malfunction.
Are you alright? Please don't distract me.
A certain part of his anatomy ends up sticking out of his pants, which, as Will points out, everybody could definitely see. To make matters even worse, this was actor Joe Thomas's real tackle, and the secondary cast wasn't told about the faux pas. Every reaction shot is totally authentic.
You ruined my big night. I thought
Wait,
you
what? They didn't tell
liked me, you arsehole.
Hey, girls, it's alright, it's cool.
Number 5.
Yo, imagine you're paid to be like an extra in the crowd, and like he comes out and his is sticking out. What are you guys doing? I'm like, what the? I would not be able to play my part. You're supposed to keep a straight face. I could not. That would be so funny.
Bus users.
Bus wankers!
If you've caught a bus since this episode came out, chances are somebody shouted this at you while
Damn.
driving past. It's a legendary quote for a reason after all. While en route to London for a night out in a club, Jay gets the bright idea to scream this profanity at a group of people waiting for the bus, which the boys think is hilarious.
Bus wankers!
Unfortunately, this comes back to bite them shortly thereafter, when Jay pulls the same stunt just before they get into a traffic jam.
Oh no, they're coming!
Simon's then threatened by one of the commuters, while Jay cowers and hopes he doesn't get noticed, a strategy that works somehow.
I'm sorry.
He said he's sorry.
I'm a wanker, yeah?
Sorry.
He's really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Number 4, exam poo.
Hey, I was about to say, to be honest, like for these top 10 moments, they could literally go into any episode and get a moment. Like, it's such a great show. And then this did not age well either, because at the end of the night, their car got a boot on it. Or not their car, Simon's car, if you call that a car.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Number 3, one more space at the front. Will's got a short fuse, and one of his most memorable outbursts comes at the end of the Thorpe play to get revenge on Will by vandalizing Simon's car even further. Number 2, Neil punches a fish. The group lurches from one disaster to the next during the legendary trip to Swanage. Simon's already fallen in the harbour and got hypothermia by this point, but then Neil ends up catching a fish.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
What the hell has that happened?
I don't know, it didn't have any bait on it.
Get it out!
Terrified of the fish, Jay sends up a distress flare, but they don't act quickly enough. Declaring that the fish has been put out of the water for too long, Neil decides the best thing to do is to put it out of his misery. He proceeds to punch the fish to death right in front of them. It's a grisly and depressing scene, but still hilarious when you remember how quickly the situation got to this point. Number 1, broken door. Certainly an iconic moment
no.
when Simon's hideous yellow car gets broken. We see the repercussions for the rest of the show. While Simon tries to park, Jay opens up the door just as he reverses, and the door gets torn from the hinges. Simon's forced to carry the car door around Thorpe Park for the entire day, leaving it only when they're actually on a ride.
I'm not paying for it.
Yes, you are.
Good luck with that.
It's not a good look, especially since the car was a present from his parents and it got ruined the first day he had it. For the remainder of the show, the car's got one red door, somehow making it even uglier than it was before.
Dad, what you need to know is it wasn't my fault.
Hey, do y'all actually think this car is ugly? Let me know. On a scale of 1 being ugly, okay, no, 1 being nice, 10 being ugly, I give it like an 8. Anyways, guys, those were the top 10 hilarious In-Betweeners moments. I think that was actually a pretty good list. You know, I haven't finished the show yet. Technically, I have like 2 or 3 episodes left, but I've watched the majority of it, and these are some pretty iconic moments. So yeah, let me know your favorite or your most iconic In-Betweeners moment, and hopefully you guys have all seen the In-Betweeners. If you haven't, you need to watch it. And like I said, if you want to watch my reactions to it, make sure you join my Patreon. Everything in the Patreon helps support me and the channel, so you can do that if you'd like. No pressure, but if you want to watch the reactions, they're on there. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for 20K. I should have the 20K subscriber special this weekend, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.